Good morning, dear students. I think yesterday when we were discussing about deemed supply, those four options were not available. So I have got it done. There is some amendments also in 2021. Kindly take those amendments regarding supply, section 7. So please take down this amendment which took place in this union budget. So this is new amendment which took place this year. Kindly incorporate that. So try to understand next year. I might not teach you, but those amendments related to direct and indirect tax, you need to be very alert. Then only your personal and professional life you are going to give the justice to the subject. Am I right? So every year Nishikant sir might not be there. After 2017, this was the first amendment. So we need to be very alert. Where, in which section, and as I told you, as far as indirect tax is concerned, the amendments is applicable from the same day. Once the GR is there, it's not like direct tax, where amendments will be implemented next year. So they have expanded the definition of supply. Okay, as per the new clause. Activities or transportation involving the supply of goods or services by a person other than individual to its member, or vice versa, for cash or deferred payment or other valuable consideration. Earlier, this supply would have been considered as only supply of goods under Schedule 2. What is Schedule 2? That again we are going to refer, which is there in your deemed supply. So the scope is expanded now for levy of tax. So here in old definition, you will not get such kind of, transactions where supply of goods or services or by any other persons are involved. They were considered as deemed supply. Okay. So those deemed supply now became the actual supply. But again, this is very important. There has to be some valuable consideration. Completed? So to whom I can vouch, I can see that they have completed. And please take those 4 items, 4 cases that was missing in yesterday's definition. Am I right? Just see your note, what you have prepared. Am I right, Aditi? See the deemed supplies definition, what you have written yesterday. So these are the 4 cases. So kindly extend the definition of deemed supply. Yes, Samida? So these are not supply, but they are considered to be supplied under section of 8, under section 8, which we have referred here, types of supply. Okay, that comprises composite supply, mixed supply, and deemed supply. So those 4 cases are permanent transfer or disposal of business assets where input tax credit has been availed on such assets. So suppose if there were registered, registered business, and even though you are closing those businesses, in such cases you can very much take those supply as a deemed supply. Second, supply of goods. Or services, or both, between related person or between distinct person, such as under section 25. Again, section 25 we are going to discuss when we will be discussing registration. As I told you earlier also, we have referred, just give me 1 minute. This is here we are going to discuss section 22 to 30. So 25 is procedure regarding registration. 25(1), 25(2), 25(3), and 25(4). So they are referring this section when we are dealing with definition of deemed supply. Made in course or furtherance of business, you know the meaning of furtherance of business, provided that gifts are not exceeding 50,000 rupees in value of financial year by an employer to an employee. Okay, shall not be treated as supply of goods or services or both. Third, supply of goods by a principal to his agent. Agent undertakes to supply such goods on behalf of principal or by an agent, his principal, where agent undertakes to receive such goods on behalf of principal. So such cases are there, even though it is not supply, because see, you must be knowing between agent and principal there might not be consideration, but still it will be considered as deemed supply. And import of services by a person from related person from any of his other establishments outside India in course of furtherance of business. So these 4 cases are also considered as deemed supply. And these all 4 cases are without consideration. So you have seen the definition of supply is always the integral aspect of consideration. Here also, the integral aspect of consideration. So deemed supply is talking about even though there is no consideration, still it will be considered as supply. Am I clear? Okay. Thank you. So now let us do practice of questions based on different types of supply. Completed, everyone? Can we proceed? Only this part you need to write, huh? Rest all you have written. And now you need not have to wait for me to practice the question in the class. You can have the textbook, you can do those practice at home. There are many questions, solved, unsolved, illustrations. So now theoretically we have completed, we are going for practicals. So it is our job to complete those questions, okay? And put it in your assignment book. Still, I am finding you have not changed your roll numbers. Kindly, I hope the new notice has came to your class group. If you have got the new roll numbers, kindly incorporate the new roll numbers.
हेलो
Yes, Sika.
सर, रुचि मैम ने बोला है कि जब तक वो इन्फॉर्म नहीं करेंगी तब तक हमको ओल्ड रोल नंबर से ही ज्वाइन करने का है।
आपको कल का नोटिस मिला? 13th
नहीं
is the
सर।
last date. वेबसाइट पे
हाँ
जाइए,
फिर
मिला ना? After
हाँ
that, they will not be allowed. So until unless we get the new roll numbers, how we will stop the old student? Kindly give this reference of notice to Ruchi ma'am. Notice is signed by principal and it is uploaded on the website. Okay, Shikha?
ओके सर हाँ सर
Completed. Can we proceed for the questions? Practical questions. Good. I think these two questions we did yesterday. Okay. Yes or no? Let us go to the next question. A five-star hotel provides 4 days and 3 nights package with breakfast. Classify the principal and composite supply. The hotel accommodation attracts 18% tax and the restaurant service attracts 28% tax. What will be the GST rate? Clear है? Anyone who can get me the answer?
Sir,
Yeah.
Sir, the hotel accommodation is a principal supply and the breakfast charge is a composite supply, and so the rate will be 18%. That is for the restaurants, sorry, hotel accommodation.
Very good. Very good. Absolutely right. Understood now why we were discussing those, previous things, supply, types of supply, their taxability. I hope you must have understood now their importance. And you'll realize, and that's why these all questions I have brought from different sources. You'll not realize these many materials I refer for your teaching, learning. दिख रहा है? आपसे ज्यादा तो हम लोग पढ़ते हैं, तो ही टैक्स पढ़ा पाते, particularly when the things are totally new and nothing is available outside. Should I proceed to next question? See, you did not have to write so much what is there in the answer. Try to understand. See, from first year only, I am making you, kind of learners where you try to clear your fundas. That's it. Even though these many descriptions are not given in the exam, and you wrote as Aditi and Samita has stated rightly that, hotel accommodation is principal supply, rest all is composite supply, and the tax rate is 18%. That's it. The outcome of things is that only. Done. Can we proceed further? Thank you. Next, Mr. Ravi, being a dealer of laptop, sold the laptop bag along with the laptop to the customer for 55,000. CGST and SGST for the laptop is 18%. For laptop bag is 28%. What will be the rate of tax leviable? And also find the GST liability. So you have seen the level of question. In first question, it was only the principal and composite. Then subsequent principal and composite. Next with rate. Now they are asking the taxability also. Why? Because value of supply is also given. So once you apply that tax rate, automatically tax liability will be available to you. Yes or no? And here it is very clearly stated that it is CGST and SGST. That means which kind of supply it is? Inter or intra?
Inter.
The answer is wrong. Okay, inter and intra you have forgotten. Yeah, then. Try to understand with your activity. If something you are doing at college, it is intra. Between two college, it is inter. So between two states, it will be inter. And if it is inter, then IGST will be applicable. If it is intra within that same state, then only CGST or CGST, SGST or CGST or UTGST will be applicable, provided in which whether you are there in state or union territory. Yeah, Viket. And we did questions also. It was not like we have done only this. I have taken few questions. याद है ऐसे सब क्वेश्चन करवाए थे. What will be the tax? And if it is not Pune, then and Surat, what will be done? Just take your notebook. You are having those questions. Check karo. You'll realize whether to be considered as inter or intra. Is it available in your notebook? So if it is intra, then only CGST, SGST. If it is inter, then IGST will be applicable. Inter between two states. And I told you, when you are learning GST, it is not only tax knowledge is required, even geographical knowledge is very much required. You should know what are the different states there in India, which are the union territories of India, right? Not only that, what are the cities, important cities in that state? So you might be knowing the name of city, but you do not know which state they belong to. I'm 100% sure about this because I know the geography of commerce students. They are zero in geography. They don't know anything. They go several times Manali. If I'm asking what in which state Manali is stated, nobody knows the answer. Tell me right now, chalo. Let me do that first. You know, my teaching is bit different. बताओ. देखा? आ गए अपने औकात पे. So I know your what you don't know. वो भी हमको पता है. So it's not only the state-wise geographical knowledge is required, but also the important cities of those states are also very important. Because transaction might not be between two states. Transaction will be between two cities. And you need to check in which state those cities are there. Whether they are in the same state or they are in two different states or in one state and other union territory, so on and so forth. Or only union territories. So I hope now for inter and intra things are clear. What will be considered as intra? What will be considered as intra?
Sir, within the same state.
Absolutely right answer. Within the same state. Suppose Mumbai to Pune, Mumbai to Aurangabad, Mumbai to Sangli, Mumbai to Nagpur, these are intra. Okay, CGST as GST will be applicable. But if it is Mumbai to Surat, Mumbai to Bangalore, Mumbai to Ahmedabad, Mumbai to Bhopal, Mumbai to Indore, Mumbai to Delhi, Mumbai to any other city, then
Inter.
so always,
Interstate.
then always Mumbai will not be there. 100% Mumbai name will not be there. And if it is intra, which tax will be applicable?
Sir, IGST.
Satya math, very good.
CGST, SGST.
Lot of practice is required. Okay, so there are few things which you should learn. I mean, teaching GST is not important. I'm not teaching you to Google. I'm telling you. ये निकाल के रखो भाई. I'm 100% sure many of the cities, even I am not sure in which state. Tony, dude, they are my God. तो जिंदगी बर्बाद हो जाएगी. And these are the important ones. My God. Okay. So it's very important. At least few important cities are very important. Dekho, you can download and you can have those knowledge. Okay. Am I clear? Next time पूछूंगा तो पता होना चाहिए भाई. And Thakur College का website. This is also very important. You are not seeing the notice. Nobody is aware. The very important notice has been uploaded here. देखो क्या लिखा है? Final reminder for semester 3 fifth. I hope you are there in semester 5. Hey? Okay. So what is the last date? Don't laugh. See here very clearly stated. 13 July. After that, yani Monday, Tuesday onwards. If your new roll numbers will not be there, I need to throw you out from my lecture. Okay. So that's why I asked CR also. Please update ma'am. So chalo, tell me what is going to be happen with Mr. Ravi. Last 1 minute is left. This question we are dealing with. Quickly, I want the answer. And please don't wait for me to, sir, aap sum solve karao. This indirect tax you will be having. which you have downloaded from my website. Yes or no? Aditi देखो बोल रहा है नहीं है तो सब अदिति को फॉलो करो. She will be having this book. इसमें सारी चीजें दे रखी है बॉस. इसके क्वेश्चंस करना चालू कर दो. टाइप्स ऑफ सप्लाई में आ गए ना हम लोग. वी आर देयर इन सेकेंड यूनिट. ये सब क्वेश्चंस करो. क्लियर है? Whether it will be considered as supply or not. If supply, then which type of supply? कितने सारे क्वेश्चंस है यार, करो ना. Who has stopped you? Clear है? To all of you? Do it. Okay? Thank you. At least few seconds left. Be at home. Be safe. Take care, other than teacher or HOD, I'm your good friend, I'm your parental figure, I'm your father. So मेरा